You know the exact feeling. It's 10 p.m. You lie in bed, promising yourself you'll just check your phone for 5 minutes to set your alarm. You open one app. You scroll. You laugh at a cat doing something stupid. You scroll again. Suddenly, your eyes are burning, your thumb is completely numb, and the sun is coming up. You just lost 6 hours of your life to the void, and you can't remember a single thing you watched. Your inner voice is screaming, "Why did we just do that? We have to be up in 20 minutes." But your thumb just keeps swiping. You aren't in control anymore. The feed is.
Welcome to the era of brain rot. It's not just a slang term your little cousin uses. It was actually Oxford's Word of the Year for 2024. We joke about brain rot in the comments section, using skull emojis and talking about our fried attention spans. But the reality is much darker. The science behind what that infinite scroll is doing to your neural pathways isn't a joke at all. It's a very real, measurable phenomenon. Today, we are unboxing brain rot. We're going to look at the exact mechanisms eating away at your focus and why the advice you've been given to stop it is completely wrong.
Let's diagnose the problem. This is digital overconsumption, and it shows up loudest when you try to do something normal. Picture Boxley trying to sit down and read a physical book. He reads the first sentence, and immediately his inner monologue starts panicking. This is boring. Where's the background music? Where's the split screen of someone cutting kinetic sand? I need stimulation. So he checks his phone, just for a second. That right there is the symptom. You aren't just distracted, your brain is actively rejecting anything that requires sustained, unrewarded effort. We've conditioned ourselves to expect a shiny new piece of information every 7 seconds. When the real world doesn't deliver that, you experience a literal withdrawal symptom. You sit down to watch a 2-hour movie, and you have to play a game on your phone at the same time just to keep your brain quiet. So, who are the villains here? Let's talk science. First, you are trapped in a supercharged dopamine loop. Every time you swipe, your brain gets a tiny, low-effort hit of dopamine. The algorithms, let's call them the triangle heads, have figured out exactly how to hack this system. They feed you highly engineered microscopic bursts of joy or outrage. Over time, your brain builds a tolerance. But it gets worse. This leads to attention degradation. Because your brain is highly adaptable, it literally rewires itself to optimize for 15-second intervals. You are training your brain to drop its focus constantly. And then we hit cognitive load theory. Your working memory can only hold about 3 to 5 items at a time. When you scroll for an hour, you are forcing your brain to process a political disaster, a dance trend, a tragic news story, and a life hack back to back with zero processing time. Your brain's cache gets completely overloaded. It can't store any of it in long-term memory. You're giving your brain junk food and asking it to run a marathon. So what do we do? The standard advice is the false solution, the screen timer. You go into your settings and tell your phone, "Only let me use this app for 30 minutes a day." So Boxley tries it. He hits his limit. A little prompt pops up saying, "Time's up." What does he do? He instantly hits ignore for today and keeps scrolling. Screen timers fail because they treat all screen time as the exact same thing. They focus on the duration of the habit, completely ignoring the nature of the habit. The problem isn't just how long you are staring at the glowing rectangle. The problem is what kind of relationship you have with it. Here is the real framework to fix your brain rot. You have to change the type of stimulation your brain gets. Passive consumption, where you are just a zombie watching things happen to you, is what rots the pathways. You need to reintroduce friction and active engagement. If you are going to use your phone, make it active. Play a puzzle game that requires actual logic. Write a thoughtful message to a friend. Read a long-form article and leave a detailed comment. Stop being a passenger in your own digital life. Second, you have to slowly rebuild your attention span like a weak muscle. You can't jump from brain rot to reading a textbook. Start with 5 minutes of sustained focus. Sit in a room with no phone and drink your coffee. Just drink the coffee. Let your brain be bored. Boredom is the space where your brain cleans out the garbage.
Brain rot doesn't have to be terminal. Your brain is incredibly plastic, which means just as easily as you trained it to crave the scroll, you can train it to crave the quiet. It's time to take your focus back from the algorithms. If this video made you realize you're a victim of the scroll, do something active right now. Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and then maybe put the phone down for a few minutes. I'm Boxley, and I'll see you in the next unboxing.